So, since I uploaded my last video on Corey Feldman, he has indeed gone on the Dr. Oz show and named publicly one more of his abusers. So far he's named two, and he probably is going to name four more. Now, I want to say that I do think that it is very likely that Corey Feldman was abused as a child, and that I think it's a good thing that he is finally naming another name. But I do think that him asking for $10 million on Indiegogo is not necessarily the best way of going about things. First of all, most of the money would be going towards making a movie. This movie would not be a documentary, but as Corey Feldman calls it, it would be a film. I think that it would be wise if Corey Feldman really wants to raise money for his security and for his legal defense to perhaps set up a separate Indiegogo project for that purpose and separate it from the movie, because he has not made clear just how much money would be going to his security and his legal defense and how much money would be going towards a movie. I think that if he doesn't want to set up a separate Indiegogo project, then he should at the very least make it clear how much money is going to the movie and how much money is going to things besides the movie. Because the truth is, he doesn't need to make a multi-million-dollar movie in order to publicly name any names. So on the Today Show, Corey Feldman refused to name anyone publicly besides Marty Weiss, whom he had already named in a book. He later went on the Dr. Oz show. After Dr. Oz confronted him with the fact that the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Department stated that they had no records that he gave them any names, after he told them that they did in fact have records of names that he gave them, he decided that it would be a good idea for him to call the LAPD, after Dr. Oz convinced him to, and to reveal at least one name publicly.
So you're all aware that Corey Feldman came on the show today and made allegations about people that he says have abused him. He took all the clues that we gave to him and confirmed two names, and there are other names that he shared privately that I'm not going to share right now that are stunning. But I want to make sure that the people who he has firsthand knowledge of, that he alleges abused him, are at least known about by more people, so people can decide if they want to be careful. And John Grissom is the real name that we've been able to decipher so far. Denise, you're our legal counsel. I've asked you to investigate this, so help me and everybody else understand what we know about this guy and whether or not people are at risk because of him potentially.
Right. So through our investigation, what we learned is that he is in America. He's not in Mexico, like Corey thought.
Yeah, Corey said he was in Mexico.
He thought he was. I think it was based on one of his postings, which was probably to lead the authorities to believing that he was in Mexico. But from what we've gathered, we think he's here, possibly in Riverside, California somewhere. We know as early as this month, or October, that he had an address in Riverside, California. So we've been looking into that. We haven't narrowed it down yet. But the public should be concerned because this guy has an extensive arrest record. Everything from assault, theft, drugs. Right now, yeah.
So pretty graphic images.
It is. He's currently in violation of reporting because in 2001 he was arrested on child molestation charges. There was a jury trial. He was found guilty in 2003. He served time in prison
for child molestation.
For child molestation. Yeah. It's pretty serious stuff.
These are images off his social media page.
Off of an old MySpace page that we found, and there are pictures, like Corey said, of him on there, which is what concerns him the most. He feels he's being taunted by those pictures that this guy has posted.
What's this thick document?
That's
here?
his arrest record.
This whole thing is arrest record?
Yeah.
Like I said, how many pages is the arrest record?
It's multiple pages, and this is only a portion of it.
So the person whom he named publicly, John Grissom, is a bit actor and was in 2 movies with Corey Feldman. The other person he named publicly was Marty Weiss. He named Marty Weiss in his autobiography, Choreography, and Marty Weiss was a talent manager. Now, a lot of people expect Corey Feldman to name people who are very powerful in the entertainment industry, somebody like Harvey Weinstein. But Corey Feldman himself actually told Megyn Kelly that this is grossly disproportionated and that most, if not all of the people that he's going to name are in fact low-level people.
I know of 6. Are they working in Hollywood right now?
Yes.
Are they continue to direct movies and write movies?
I'm not saying, okay, this is where it gets grossly disproportionated. I never once said that they're all famous VPs, they're all executives. It's not like that.
These
are lower level guys.
Do they have access to children?
Yes.
Corey.
And these are lower level guys.
So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon for notifications, and together we shall take over the world. Join the Zork Army. I'm fewer than 10 subscribers away from 1,000, so I'd really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ZorkMid123.